Our topic today, we are talking about why girls reject men. And kumbuka, rejection inaweza come in different context. Inaweza kuwa probably umeenda kuongelesha dem, amekureject, amekata kuongelesha. Okay? Pia inaweza kuwa you are trying to pursue a lady but she keeps saying no, staki story yako, hataki story yako. Okay? As a man, as a man, trying to katia a lady. So hii topic have kwa TikTok live yangu, and I was asking the ladies. So one of the things a lady told me, that most times a lady will reject a man because ako in a relationship. So maybe we haujui that aspect of her. Maybe hajakwambia. Maybe she's not outright with it that I actually have a person in my life, I'm in a relationship. So she will reject you. So most of them, ama some of them will not explain themselves. Hata kwambia ati nijua kuna mtu, hata kwambia ati nijua kwa relationship, ama juu kuna mse fulani, kuna venye anamkatia pahali na anaona maybe that guy is a potential. Maybe ni venye tu hawaja make it official. So you find a lady will reject you because there is another person mwenye maybe you don't know about. Okay, another reason why a girl will reject a man is because of your approach. Okay, and this was hizi zilikuwa examples zenye nilikuwa naambiwa. So approach ya mwanaume, anytime you approach a lady, it can determine whether what dem atasema yes ama atasema no. Okay, if you approach her in a snobbish way, if you approach her in an arrogant way, ignorant way, kuna venye dem atakuangalia one wewe ni kama unamtake for granted. So anytime a lady feels like they are being taken for granted, of course they are going to reject you, because na yeye anataka kureaffirm, by the way, mimi si hao madem unapatanga huko nje. Okay, so that's another reason why a girl would reject you, because when you memo approach, maybe you've approached her rudely, maybe hata hauna vibe, maybe hata umemwendea in a way that it just looks so awkward that even ndio umeanza hiyo conversation. Okay, so that's the other thing. Another reason why also a girl can reject a man is because, in example ingine niliambiwa that probably some of the men wenye maybe anafeel akona do, akona kakitu, they are too prideful. Okay, so anytime ana approach them, it's almost like you can't say no to me, you already niko na pesa. But you see, me I can't blame the man juu maybe in his recent past amekuanga ule mse mwenye maybe he was working hard to get the money, and now get the money, now he expects that probably automatically hakuna dem anaweza mkataa. Okay, so hiyo ilikuwa ingine ile ya men are too prideful, especially when you wako na do. And for me, I would say sometimes try to understand mbona huyo mwanaume anakwambia hizo vitu zote. Maybe to him he thinks he's trying to reassure you that by the way ukiingia relationship na yeye utakuwa tu sawa. Okay, but maybe for ladies wana feel a bit intimidated, because sasa huyo mwanaume, it's almost like for ladies they think huyo mwanaume anakuonesha hivyo just to show you that he owns you in one way or the other. Okay, so however a lady wants to interpret it, it depends with the man mbona mwanaume anafanya hivyo. Okay, so I think for me the real conversation hapo ni ask the man, why are you so prideful? Mbona unaniambianga stories za do? Maybe he's just happy about his achievements, maybe hata yana experience kukuwa na do for the first time, so ako happy that amebuy gari yake ya kwanza, ako happy that ako na apartment supu. So anytime you find that guy and he's always talking about the things ana achieve, anangojea pesa fulani, you might think that probably anaringa, but maybe hiyo ni character yake. And that takes me to my other point. Walikuwa nasema another suggestion was the reason why a girl would reject a man is because of their character. So hapo kwa character sikuelewa sana, but I think ina depend tu na venye mwanaume amejibeba in terms of umeapproach dem aje, like what have you said in terms of like how do you treat her. Okay, because unajua unaweza kuna katia dem but tunambeba ufala at the same time, so dem anashindwa do you respect me at any point ama ni nini. Okay, so you can't be that person mwenye you are not mindful of, especially vitu kama emotional intelligence, how you communicate. So yes, unaonesha dem uko na interest na yeye, but also sometimes ni kama unamuoneshanga zile za, I would imagine there are guys who approach ladies zile za we nakutaka, na kama unitaki uniambia niende. I can almost assume kuna machali wanakuanga hivyo. Okay, so of course wanaume kama hao they lack patience, they lack kuna mwanaume probably sahi huwezi mwambia akusimpie. Me I'm one of those guys, even if sitaongea vibaya, there is no way me I'm simping for a lady. So kuna wanaume wamefika hiyo point, maybe wamefika self actualization yenye wanajua I'm always going to be ahead of the lady. Okay, venye tu imeandikwa the man is the head of the wife. So maybe wao wanajua hiyo kitu and they have already accepted it. So yeye hakuna venye una expect ati atakuja hapo akiact ni kama ako weak. Atakuja hapo akuonesha ego, you know, atakuonesha ego yake na hata ogopa. Why? Because for him, he's very much comfortable in that ego. He's very much comfortable in feeling that way. So at least, so I think when it comes to character, maybe hiyo ndio wasichana wanasema, like, you know, probably kama msi ako na ego, probably kama msi ako, you know, there's a way ako boastful, okay? And I don't understand why it's a problem, because hata mademo anakuanga boastful, and sometimes even us men, at least tunajaribingi ku accommodate. So why wouldn't you be able to accommodate a guy mwenye ako boastful? Okay, here is the truth. Kuna machali wenye huringa, and it's not really a bad thing, because maybe that's their personality. Maybe even though ame grow up, maybe even though ameoneshwa hivyo ndio watu wanafaa kukua. So you are there, probably you want to reject this guy, unachari kumuonesha ufai kuwa boastful, but maybe that's how they are, okay? The same way pia kuna mademo nyana kwanga na maringo, na sometimes you can't really tell why this lady akona maringo hivyo, but they are just like that, and you literally cannot do anything to change them. So sometimes I think, like, even for you ladies, hata ukimita guy, sometimes accept him venye yako, juu unaweza jaribu kumchange ama udhani ati anaweza change, and maybe that's just the way they are, okay? And you can find that person, by the way, ndani kwa ndani anakuanga a very good person, but akiwa nje they just have a different personality when they are around people wenye maybe hawajuani, okay? Yeah, maybe they are that type of a person. There's a lady who also said that anaweza reject mwanaume kama amekuja kama amevaa nguo chafu, ama like you are looking dirty, kuna venye haukai, okay? So I think hiyo ni ile in that context of you are approaching a lady, so she's gonna reject you juu kuna venye akikuangalia, kuna venye haujikai, okay? So mavazi, and also probably nguo zenye umevaa maybe ni chafu, maybe you are a bit untidy, a girl can say no to you. So, you know, to the guys, especially when wanakuanga na nywele, chana nywele kidogo. But also kuna place nilisoma kwa blog fulani where they were saying ati madem pia wanatakanga mwanaume akiwa na that kashagi hair kidogo, like you are not kempt, you are a bit unkempt, and I think for them it's, you know, kitu yenye huwa bamba na kitu na look kama hiyo ni juu they feel like they can come and change you. Lakini sasa you see, ladies also have a problem with mwanaume mwenye anajijua, you know, everything, kila kitu iko tidy, kila kitu iko nini. They always have a problem with such a man, because maybe anaonanga it's like you don't need them, because ladies also want to feel like they are needed in that relationship, okay? So anytime umeanza kwa ule msemo mwenye you're very tidy, kila kitu yako umepanga yote nini, yani wewe umejipanga kila kitu, you find ladies don't like men like that. By the way, you know that's true. Ladies won't prefer, juu anaona huyu hakuna kitu ni hakuna hata kuwa my project atineza msaidia. Msichana ni ule mtu mwenye anatakanga mwanaume mwenye hajui kuvaa, mwanaume mwenye hata hajui kucomb hair, so that akiingia hapo asemangeni alimbadilisha akamchangia hadi outfit. Unavaa kusikiza mademo akiongea such stories, usikie venye wanakuanga na hiyo, sijui kama niseme ni hiyo fulfillment ya kujua that he changed you in one way or the other. That's why you find even in most marriages it's the wife that buys the clothes for the man, okay? And in most marriages zenye ati bwana ni anajibaiya vitu, sometimes you find the wife kuna there's a connection that misses, kuna connection haikuangi, because every time she looks at the husband, anaona umse hizo nguo hata si mimi nilibai, you know, like haoni any involvement in your look. So me I would say, if you're in a relationship, sometimes hata ukienda shopping as a man, imagine peleka dem yako, mwambie hata kama ni wewe unalipa, mpeleke like endeni pamoja kwa boutique, umwambie nichagulie kitu yenye unaona ni smart, okay? Like I feel like hiyo ni kitu inaweza fanya dem feel poa sana, cause ata feel wow, unavaa taste yangu, unavaa kitu yenye nilikwambia uvae. So they really love that. So give your woman a chance, okay? Another thing also why a girl would reject a man ni juu, you know, some of the times maybe you are not their type, okay? And I think wanaume tunakuwa tumeaccept hiyo kitu that maybe you are just not their type. Unaweza dhani you are the most good looking person ama the most handsome guy, but you realize there are still ladies who will say no to you. The same way hata wewe kuna mademo atakukujia, ama mademo kwa warembo wako fiti, si ati wako mbaya, lakini they are just not your type. Kuna kitu about them that doesn't sit right with you, ama si type yako fully, so you kind of reject them. So anytime you see a lady rejecting you, maybe hata wewe si type yake, maybe hata wewe si the kind of person they imagine to end up with, alright? And I think the last point nitasema, it's about expectations, okay? So maybe, you know, the fact is, maybe a lady, when they come to thinking like ni mwanaume mgani atapea chance, maybe for a lady mwenye ataka have something serious, she wants to go into a relationship ama marriage, and now she's looking for a man mwenye ataingia in a relationship with, you know, some of these ladies have come up even with the kind of man that they want. So yeah, maybe ashajiambia anataka daktari, anataka probably engineer, anataka probably chali mwenye, you know, probably owns and runs their own business. So you see, when you come there and you're not how fit kwa hizo standards zenye amejisetia, of course she will say no to you, she will reject you. So unaweza kaa chini ushindwe, why is this person rejecting me? Na hao ndio mademu kuja kutafuta wanaume baadaye wakirealize, hey, enye nilifukuza ule na maybe alikuwa na some of the things but hakuwa na probably all the expectations that I had in a man. So some of the times it's about the expectations, and I feel mi nataka mse anakaa hivi, nataka mse probably ako in this career. The same way even for us men, like we consider those things, especially kama you are almost getting to marriage, like you are thinking about marriage. Of course, as a man you'll start considering those things, okay? So niandikia kwa comment section, why do you think girls reject men anytime probably wamewa approach ama wameanza kuwakatia? Why do you think they reject men?
Gachin Lion.